This is my Karcher power washer, 2400 psi Honda 5 horsepower motor. I bought from Costco about 11 years ago, 2001, and it's in pretty good shape. The only problem issue is this unloader valve or pressure valve that gets stuck, and this causes the pressure washer to have no pressure when you engage the wand. Here I'm going to demonstrate that there's no pressure in the wand. So when I squeeze the trigger, there's no pressure. So there's a trick that you can use, and what I do is I take the cap off of the wand, and then squeeze the trigger to release the valve, and then put the nozzle back on, and it should work. Now if you let go, then it will lose its pressure again, and you'll have to repeat that process. So as you can see, it happened again. Now if you don't want to do this every single time you release the trigger, I'm going to show you a way to correct this problem, and that requires basically lubing up the uploader valve or the pressure valve, which I'm demonstrating here. Take off the cap, and then there's two screws, or hex screws, I believe, that you unscrew, and then the valves inside of there needs to be lubed and cleaned, and insert it back. Here we're using an Allen wrench to remove the two screws. And here's the first screw. Now I got to remove the second screw. Now that we remove the second screw, we can twist the plastic housing to remove the spring right underneath it. And there's also another piston that is inside the metal housing where you can see the water spraying, and you have to remove that. It's really hard to get to using a screwdriver. You don't want to mess it up. So what I recommend is to start the motor, and this piston is going to pump right out. Alright, let's take a look at that piston. I should probably turn off the water first. Okay, let's look at the valve more closely. You can see it has a spring and two O-rings at the top and the bottom. We want to lube that and clean that really good. And I use a white lithium grease that you can get at any auto parts store. And you want to lube up that housing and that spring pretty good. And make sure you get the O-rings. You can remove the O-rings and spray it out with brake cleaner before you lube it. Or you can just apply the lube directly on it. Make sure you have a pretty good coating around the spring and all the valves. Now we're going to clean and lube the main valve. We want to make sure we apply a lot of the white lithium grease all over. Can't put in too much in it, so just put a good amount of it and apply it everywhere. And then after you lube up the valve itself, you want to lube up the actual housing that is on top of the motor. You want to apply some more of that lithium grease inside that metal housing to make sure that it's all lubricated and good. And you use your finger or your pinky and just wipe it and apply it inside that little housing inside. Now we want to put our main valve inside the housing. You want to make sure the square part of the housing or the valve is facing up. Then we put our screw in our main plastic housing on top and secure that with the 2 bolts that we just removed. Be sure not to apply too much pressure to the screw or else you'll crack the plastic housing. Okay, now we're ready to test. Let me turn the water on, see if this thing works. Oh great, it works on the first try. I've released the trigger and then re-engage it. It should give me the pressure that I need. Sure enough, it works. I'll just go ahead and clean my kayak. I hope this video is useful, and if it helped you, please provide feedback and vote. Thanks.